Michigan State. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop up.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra.
Breaks into the open. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Play action. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Marches ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Steps away to find some room. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, they're trying to get the quarterback out on the perimeter to see if they can find something in the end zone, but nothing there. So the QB here doing a nice job with his decision-making. You throw it away, you live to play another down. Third down coming up here in the red zone. What do they got?
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the point after is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. To the back. Got a little space. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Grabbed behind the line. It's McLaughlin. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Handoff from the gun. Slithers into space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's McLaughlin. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
offense goes as he goes. So really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Rocket. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys.
He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Mountaineers are on the move. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
The Mountaineers line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact.
There we go. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football. But when you get that Kirk Cousins, guys, you start to really like the offense.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Mountaineers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense showing blitz here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. From the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got a man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The Mountaineers are threatening in the red zone. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys.
And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They're going to go for it on 4th down with a couple of good options, a first down or a touchdown. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Hits the open man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Sparty. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to fire to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Soft spot in the middle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. space in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of...
Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it into 38, and that would be plenty for the first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And the Spartans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll go to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off. That's number 10.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Fung. At the 20, he's got space. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, West Virginia. And that one will give them the lead. Ready to try the point after. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
They'll give it to the back. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Spartans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He fought them off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Right on the money. Hard running there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Finds his target down the middle. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard. And you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He wants to go deep. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
The Mountaineers are rolling down the field. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Late in the game, as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 7 over NC State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. And some room to work.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Off the play fake. He's taking the deep shot. Makes the grab down the left side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll ride the hot hand.
I love the play call here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts. You need points to win, but you can still run the football. You can lean on this offensive line and your ball carrier to get it done. That was a really good-looking play late.
The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it! They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He's looking to pass. Got his man. He gets it in. Touchdown, Spartans.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game. We might be looking at overtime soon.
Looking for the 2-point try. Sends it back in motion. The snap sets up the throw. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.